Hey guys, I've had been slowing down my content, but it's not really intentional. I just, when you got bigger things to deal with in this thing called life, you gotta deal with that and focus on it. And for the most part, if this was the storm, if life was a hurricane, and a hurricane is all compass and it goes wide and it goes through, then this is just the rainy season, where the hurricanes already went through, destroyed a lot of stuff, but it's still just raining. But it's not going to destroy stuff. It's just going to be raining for a while. So that's kind of what's going on in my private life. As far as my content life, I actually have not shot anything in 2 weeks, and that's a shame because no, it's not a shame. Literally, I was doing daddy duty on Sunday, being a good dad, taking my child to the zoo. And if you have a child in the zoo, that takes a whole lot of your day. If you're a parent, and I just know my left foot is not like it used to be. But my child is happy, so they kind of took away from my shooting. But I will get back this Sunday. I actually even bought bullets, or cartridge, I'm sorry, for the gun Nazis out there. But I got cartridge, and I'll shoot this Sunday. One thing I'm waiting for my license to come back from the state, concealed completely, and I gotta go to the DMV. But I'm being a good person with my guns. What I have also decided, I was saying, like, I was doing security for my church, and actually I stopped doing it. I realized when you try to do a good deed for people, and I'm not putting names, and that's not what I'm doing, or I'm going out, let's just say that I felt like I was the only one doing it, and nobody was ready to jump to my level. And my level is full protection, security, clearance, door checks, room checks, a staff that work with each other, and I had none of that going on. I literally researched and did a 2-page paper business plan on what to do, what should be the goal, how to protect, how to have clearance words, how to have security words, how to train, how to have active shooting drills. And I was the only one that was really talking about it. I had another person that was talking about it, but nobody was doing anything. And I kept pressing, 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 for people to, let's take action, let's get together, let's do a group chat, let's do something to make this a very secure place. And I realized I was the only one doing it, and that was beyond frustrating. And then on top of that, I offer my martial arts services on top of that, and they had the nerve to turn that down with no reason why. And I said, screw this. You're not about to burn me up and burn me out while I'm trying to defend and protect and serve. So I just decided actually to go somewhere else a little bit different for a while, to kind of be fresh. And because the feeling was, if I was there, I instantly was the one always taking charge. There was no, once they see me, everybody else stopped what they were doing. And I was not going to do that anymore. I said, I am not about to be burned out. You know, it's amazing when you see traffic. I can't believe that whole traffic stopped from somebody on the side of the road, not in the road. But anyway, I felt like I was just going to be the security person, and no one knew what the order was. Nobody had any conversations towards each other. And I said, screw this. I'm not going to do this. So understand this. This is the lesson. Understand, everybody is not ready for your vision. You can do everything the right way. You can give them the articles. You can give them the YouTube. I mean, I literally was paying for stuff on my own. And I was like, why am I doing this for? You know, I was literally like thinking about this, getting anxiety attacks, trying to figure out how can I make this come together. And everybody was talking a good game. Everybody was talking a good game. Like, yeah, but when it was time to meet, nobody was doing it. So once again, it went from, hey, we want you to be a part of the team, and then B, you just do it, and you just do all of it. And I just like, no, I'm not going to do this every single week. I mean, I even have a child. I'm not trying to have my child going around with me doing security clearance. That's not what I want. So I just made a conscious effort, and I said no. Like, no, I'm not doing this. At one time in my life, I would not have said no. I would just complain about it. But I'm very vocal at this part of my life, and at 47 I should, is when I say no, I put my foot down and it's done. I'm not going to do anything that I don't want to do. Period. That's the point. That's the point of the conversation, is I'm not going to do anything that I'm not comfortable of doing. If I don't see people pulling the same weight, I'm not going to do it. So this is what I have decided. I went to another church, and that person asked me, like, hey, I heard you want to do security. I said no, I don't. I basically what happened was, I gave a top person of the church, hey, this is the blueprint, what you need. This is what you need to be safe. This is how you need to protect your people. How many people you need at this entry, the cameras you need, what type of exit, strategy. And the great thing about this church is everything is flat. And I'm not against churches that's up and down, but what you can't see A lot of bad things can happen when it's up and down in closed areas and everybody's on one floor. And I know horror stories. I personally know horror stories of bad things happening to good people, girls, because they was in church and the wrong people. So you basically have a surveillance, and I gave them the blueprint. So basically, instead of saying, hey, this is what we can do, can implement it, they were like, hey, can you want to be a part? I'm like, no, because I know what being a part means. It means me doing it, and I'm not the scapegoat, and I'm not White Earth. So what I have just decided to do is I'm still concealed carry. I'm still doing security in my way. You know, I'm still doing. You know, I'm scanning people, and if I have to, I'm concealed. And then I have one more person I know, he's concealed. So between two of us or one of us, there's gonna be somebody with concealed. And I carry 2 magazines with me at all time when I do it. So, you know, and if by chance they give me a real game plan and a real something and a real team, I may pick it up again. But today, no, I'm not going to. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame, because a lot of good people get hurt, or possibility being hurt, or it's like literally leaving a lamb, and that's biblical. So, you know, literally leaving a lamb out in pasture where there's wolves can come and get it. That lamb is defenseless. So I put this in that same way, that church and both the churches are defenseless. And then there's wolves out there. If they wanted to, they can come and get whatever. At least I know for me, I'm gonna be strapped. I'm gonna be strapped with my gun. Then I'm gonna be strapped with my burner. And at least one person, which is me, you're not gonna take. So that is a little bit of my story. All right, have a good one.